Welcome back, hippie friends. Chrissy here, bringing you the vibe. And the vibe is that it's 4 a.m. Why are we up doing a reading at 4 a.m.? Let me put my matcha down. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why we're up at 4 a.m. doing a reading. But here we are. So let's do it. Let's do it. I think we're going to start with the love deck. The love bug jumped up and bite you. What is that? It's Fergie, right? Clumsy. Man alive, do I miss the 90s and Y2K era of music. I swear I do. All right, let's focus. We're not here to talk about music. Oh, maybe we are. Oh, I wonder if there's any musicians that watch this channel. Because I feel like I am often a magnet for artists. I am not a musician. I can't sing if my life depended on it. But it doesn't stop me from belting out songs very loudly. All right, enough about me. Nobody cares. Let's talk about you. What is going on with you? Oh, did you hear the owl? I know that the shuffling part can be like, here, let me show you. It could be like a boring part, but it's not. It's so important, or at least in my readings it is. All right, let's go. First card. Freedom in reverse. What the heck? Not what I was expecting, my love. I hear shackles, like I hear the shackles, not just the word shackles, but like I see like shackle and I hear the chains. So, but this doesn't feel, I was going to say it doesn't feel real, but bite your tongue, girl. It is real and it is real for you, but it's not as real as you think it is. Like, it's almost like you have the key to unshackle. So the shackles feel real, but like the fact that you can't get out of them is the illusion. Does that make sense? We're flipping some more. I wish there was a way that you could see me shuffle, but also I could still like look at you and make eye contact. I haven't figured out that angle yet. All right. Kindness in reverse. Okay, this is a weird message, but I'm here for it. It feels like, with kindness in reverse, it feels like it's pointing me to moments and like days where you are feeling like you're not being maybe your best self, your optimum self. Maybe like there's moments where you're feeling like you're reflecting back on your day and you're like, I could have been softer. I could have been kinder. I could have been a little bit more compassionate. Like you might have a day where you're off. You might be having a bad day. You might be having a bad mood. You might be going through something hard. And then sometimes that like, it like leaks out a little bit and we don't even realize it. But with the shackles, it's like, it feels like you're almost, I want to say bound to your own expectation. As if you've like created this bar for how you need to be in the world every second of every day. Moment after moment, like there's almost like you're not giving yourself any wiggle room to be human. Oh. Well, there you have it. That's the shackle. It's like anytime that your humanness is showing, you're like, and it's like you're shackled by your own, like you set the bar so high that it's almost like puts you in a position where you're like getting frustrated or disappointed in your own humanness, which is so not necessary. Oh goodness. Stay in reverse. It's time to go. It's time to buzz to move. It's time to make like a shift. It's time to do something different. Time to choose something different. I have to say something, but I need to take a sip first because this is going to be a bold statement. This is a bold ass statement. I do feel like majority of the time, these readings tend to attract, like we said, artists in the beginning, other light workers and stuff like that, which you very well might be, a creative, an artist, a light worker, all of the above, an intuitive, your own psychic, whatever. But it almost feels like I'm talking to someone who has been like, I want to say stuck in the mud, and you don't feel like you're a light worker because maybe you're not feeling very light right now. Maybe you're going through something, and which that happens, by the way. Light workers aren't always blaring the light from the lighthouse. Sometimes they're in a dark space too. So I feels like, to me, like you might be someone that's going through something hard, stuck in the mud. You might be feeling aggravated, irritated, agitated, frustrated. Like you might be feeling your patience is short. It might be stuff that's going on in the world. You know, babe, we know. You know, but you're not stuck there. You're not stuck in that vibe, and you're not stuck in like a loop of like self-shame where it's like, oh, like I almost feel like you're having thoughts of, I must not be of love and light because I had this bad day, or because I had this fallout, or because this, you know, happened, or I said this, or I had this, or like, it's like, it's almost like all or nothing with you, but that's so not a healthy perspective. Gray area. Bring in the gray area. You're allowed to be messy and human and not always, you don't always have to be your best. But with that being said, you don't want to stay there, right? You don't want to stay in that space of frustration. You don't want to be hard on yourself when you get to that place of frustration. Like if you're having a bad day and you're feeling a little pissed off, you don't need to be mad at yourself for that. Feel the feels, you're a human. But you also don't have to continue. If you're feeling like stuck in the mud, if you're feeling like you just can't seem to choose kindness, you know, you're feeling like stuck, you're feeling like you're a prisoner of your own emotions. Damn, I can relate to that. But if you're feeling that way, please know that your feelings are valid. Please be nicer to yourself about it. And please remember that, like, be kind, please rewind. Please remember that you're not as stuck as it feels. We can start to make, you can start to make little micro changes, little micro shifts. How can I be kinder to myself in this moment? How can I be softer with myself and give myself more grace in this moment, right? Start asking those questions when you start feeling yourself. Really lay the hammer down on yourself, and then see if you can do something different, choose something different. The stay upside down, like universe is like, come on, we can get unstuck. Let's get a little unstuck. Life review. This message is for someone who feels stuck in the mud, whatever that means to you. And gosh, it's like you're in the shackle, but you have the key, and it's almost like you're like, are you like, almost feels like a blindfold, but none of it feels real. All of it feels like illusionary. It feels like, you know, when you feel something really strongly and you're like, your feelings are real, but when you zoom out or you calm down, you're like, okay, I can see why I might have blown that out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Your feelings are real. The shackles feel real to you, but it's so much more in your control than you think. But the life review is coming up because I do think this is what you're doing. You got to look back. This feels invitational. This feels like Spirit like asking you to look back, look at your own patterns, your own loops, your own cycles, and see where you can like make these little shifts to kind of start to get yourself out of that loop and onto like into a new loop. It's like, I was just talking about this with a friend, changing like railroad tracks, like click over to a different track. We were just talking about that. All right, let's pull another. I'm all in on the personal path of power, man. Like, I'm all into that. Avi. So we're shuffling. I know you can't really see it. I can't believe we're doing this at 4 a.m. I feel like this needs something. Hold on. Like this needs a friend. I can feel it. Oh, okay. All right. Ready, Eddie? Remember when I said this needs a friend? Guess who the friend was? Archangel Raphael. Let me hold these cards up a little bit. I keep forgetting to hold them up to the camera. Ah, and the manifestation power. Whoo! You're ready to heal. You're ready to put down like the Krabby Patty. You're ready to put down the Krabby Patty. You don't want to be like this. You're not like this. You don't know why you've started to feel frustrated, right? The kindness in reverse, feel frustrated, feel annoyed, feel like you're not being kind to yourself. Maybe you're not being kind to others. Maybe you're being impatient, snappy, short, and you're feeling very like, what does the word despondent mean? I just heard that word in my ear and I don't know what that means. That's how you know I'm not full of shit, because I hear things that I don't understand. Despondent. What does that word mean? It's a very big SAT word. School was not my thing. Let's look that word up together. I'm sure you guys know what the word. I'm sure you guys didn't cut class. You showed up to school, I'm sure. But you're looking at your life. No, you're being invited to look at your life. Excuse me. You're being invited to look at your life so you can see these little cycles of where you might be getting stuck or hung up or repeating this pattern of like low vibe cycle crap. But it's time to start choosing something different. Like I hear Bust a Move. Who sings Bust a Move? Is that Tone Loc? Yeah. Gosh, I'm full of misinformation today, but not with the cards. My Snapple facts suck, but the cards are for real, guys. Look, let me put these down. Archangel Raphael, he can help you with the healing. There's something for you to be healing. There's something for you. You want something better for yourself. You know you deserve better. You know that you can be better. There's something like you got a little out of alignment. You got a little stuck. You're feeling a little crabby. There's some stuff going on in the world right now and it might be weighing on you. Like there's no shame in that game. That happens. But you don't belong down there. You don't belong in the low vibe. So just, you get there sometimes and that happens. You're human. You're going to be there sometimes. Unavoidable. But you don't belong there. Does that make sense? Like, don't root there. Don't start unpacking. It's time to start making these little changes in the day, which can feel overwhelming if we're really out of alignment, if we're not feeling balanced. That can feel overwhelming, even at the smallest change. But it's nothing you're not capable of. 1313 on the clock. Hard and difficult does not mean impossible, right? So it's time. It's time for you to start choosing healing, to start choosing moments in the day where you can be a little bit kinder with self, kinder with the situation. Let's get this up. All right, here we go.